Egypt will form an empire. Now, yesterday I was a little sick, so I might have sounded a little more, you know, worse. But I'm better now, and, yeah, we'll be taking a look at where Egypt formed an empire. This is going to be, fun. So, yeah, let's just, get right into it. So, the first thing Egypt does is they go to war with Cyprus. As they land in Cyprus, they, well, divide them and then kill them. Though Turkey demands that northern Cyprus exists, and Egypt accepts that deal, and now northern Cyprus exists. That's nice. So now we have Egypt going to war with Libya, and Egypt will just be focusing mainly up here in the coast, as basically all of this, no one lives there. So Egypt pushes across the coast of Libya, and they push around, eventually sending troops over here to encircle Libyan troops, and they do that. And now we have down here, we have Libya pushing into the desert, which doesn't go too good for them, because it's a desert. And then we have Egypt ramping up their troops and pushing out their friend here. Who eventually, after a lot of fighting, loses their capital and all of their coast to Egypt and surrender, as all the other land is completely useless. Looking at a peace treaty here, we see Egypt take basically just they take that. This goes over to Egypt. And now Egypt is looking very big. They now also have a puppet, which is Libya. And now they go to war with Sudan, because they want this land, which they instantly run over. They put up a huge front in Sudan. They also support a rebellion uprising down here, which goes successfully. And we have South Sudan joining with Egyptian support. So this is basically just Sudan getting beat up simulator. And it doesn't look very good for Sudan. They meet up with the rebellion. They push out. Sudan tries to push in. They get over here and they push into this rebellion. They push around a bit, but eventually they get divided. This land gets taken. Then it is ceded over to them. I'm so good at speaking. Sudan loses its coast, and Sudan surrenders. And now we will be looking at a peace deal where Sudan gets chopped up, basically. This gets seated over here. And now we take a look at Egyptian allies. Ah, yeah, they get allies now. South Sudan gets that. That goes over to them. Libya gets barely any land. And Egypt gets the rest of it. So Sudan no longer exists. And now looking at an alliance map, we see Egypt has a bunch of allies. By allies, I mean, two. South Sudan and um, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that because people are gonna be mad at me. And then for their final conquest, they go in for Eritrea. Though Somalia joins in on this, and then DRC, and then these guys join in on it, and whoop-de-doo, it's a huge African war. Hooray. So Chad, I'm sorry Chad, the DRC, they lose a lot of land in the beginning, and then they push it out, and they lose a lot of land, and then a huge front is set up. Eritrea collapses instantaneously, and Ethiopia is almost on the brink of capitulation. DRC pushes out, though they never really get close to their border. And yeah. So we have a few countries joining in, such as them, but that just makes a bigger front for them, and this is they get overrun instantly. And some countries opt to hop out, like these guys, the DRC and Uganda. And now with their troops gone, it's a very clean demolition, basically. And yeah, now we drop those beautiful borders. South Sudan gets a lot and lots of land out of this. Their goal is also to make a crippled Ethiopia, which they are suck my tea in doing. And boom. See that over there. Boom, boom. I guess I'll make this just like that. Yeah. this is not good for a lot of African nations, especially not Chad or Ethiopia. And now we have the Grand Division of the Ethiopian land, or the Ethiopian Conference. Where we see a very large, a very large South Sudan in this scenario. I know maybe some people are mad at me for this, and I don't care. I couldn't care less. Here we have the final map. It's something. We have a very big Egypt here, going down almost all of the Nile. The crippled Ethiopia, a bigger Libya, and a big South Sudan, and whatever this is, I don't know the name. So yeah, and if Egypt were to annex that, then it would look something like this. If Egypt were to fully annex the countries that they invaded, we would have a very disgusting map. That's why I like this very long, nice Egypt going down the Nile. It's like somewhere here, I think. I swear it goes into Ethiopia somewhere. Basically, the Nile just like whoosh. Somewhere like, I think the Nile goes like, and then it stops here, I think. So Egypt has full control of the Nile and the Red Sea, basically, except for someone who has oil. So yeah, but thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Boom.